Hello, I'm Philip Brunelle, Artistic Director and founder of Vocal Essence and organist choirmaster at Plymouth Congregational Church. So for months now, we have featured a number of wonderful composers from all over the world, composers that have had a role to play at Vocal Essence or at Plymouth Church or both. This being the week of Christmas, I thought it would be great to take composers who have a special affinity, not that others don't, for music of Christmas. And today it's the British composer Sasha Johnson Manning. Born in 1963, studied at the Royal Academy where she studied singing and cello and piano. And she's written dozens of wonderful songs, many of them for Christmas time. She's also composed music for wonderful artists like Emma Kirkby and James Bowman, and for the London Baroque. In 2007, she composed with the British Poet Laureate Carol Ann Duffy a work called the Manchester Carols, which has taken off and been a wonderful set of interesting stories. It's the Christmas story, but set in the 21st century. You should look it up. I'll play a little excerpt in a moment. She also, in 2012, wrote a People's Passion Mass. And for 8 years, she was the composer in residence with the St. Louis Chamber Chorus in St. Louis, Missouri. I got to know her music from a piece that is on the text, "The Word was made flesh," but it's in Latin, "verbum caro factum est." A number of composers have said it, and hers is a very exuberant, wonderful piece in which I love the instruction says, with animation and a great sense of celebration. So here's just a little feeling at the beginning of what she's given us. You can see that kind of wonderful exuberance in her music. She also wrote a very sweet Christmas piece based on the words of Francis Chesterton, and it's those words, "How far is it to Bethlehem? Not very far." So here's quite a contrasting piece. I mentioned earlier that she had written this set of carols, the Manchester Carols. And the first one of them, again, poetry of Carol Ann Duffy. The words say, "Out in the sparkling snow, Noel, under the Christmas lights, singing we merrily go, Noel, to stand on your doorstep tonight. Out in the frosty air, Noel, under December's moon, singing we're merrily there, Noel, to bring you a Christmas tune." It's a fascinating whole cycle of carols, and this is just a little bit at the beginning of this one, accompanied in this first one by just glockenspiel, the little bells. So you hear the bells begin. And then the choir comes in. charming, wonderful music. She also, of course, has written music that is not for Christmas, a setting recently of Psalm 130, the "Out of the depths have I cried unto thee," but using the poetry version by Thomas Campion back in the early 1600s. Again, quite a different feeling here. So here is the introduction of that. And then the voice comes in. But let's go back to Christmas. And here is her setting of the old English carol, "Blessed Be That Maid Mary." And this is quite different. You've heard all of these different styles. One of the great things about Christmas music is that it can be in many, many different styles. And Sasha Johnson Manning does exactly that. So here's a little piece from 1997 and the beginning of it, quite different from what you've heard so far. Have a wonderful day.